everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I don't know what that noise was. Boo, whoop. Oh man, today we're listening to Talk Talk. We're listening to It's Such a Shame. Well, it's really just such a shame. I just put the it's there. This is, of course, off of their album It's My Life, which was released in 1984. So we listened to Dumb Girl before, so we're going to move on to the next track, Such a Shame. Figured why not? Especially since the other night I was watching a bunch of interviews with Mark Hollis himself. There were like a few, there weren't like a lot of them, but there were a few interviews with him. And one thing I really enjoy about watching him and seeing him actually talk about the music is, I don't want to say genius because I don't know enough about Mark Hollis, but there's something very, very transcendent and knowledgeable about himself when he's talking. When he's talking and discussing the music, you can see his eyes light up. He just rolls on and about the music in a way that it's like he's not in the room anymore giving the interview. He's just talking and expressing himself in like the purest way, you know? So I just thought that was really cool. I was like, let's listen a little bit more talk. Let's just move ahead into the next track, Such a Shame. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope you're having a great time here on the channel. Let's go ahead and get into it. This is Talk Talk with Such a Shame.
Such a shame.
Sounded like someone was dribbling a basketball there at the end. All right, Such a Shame is absolutely not a shame because that to me is the pinnacle, the epitome, the mountaintop of what a good pop song entails. Catchy, danceable, pop. You know what pop means? Pop means that it pops. It feels good. The moment, the feeling is there. It's exciting, and then it's gone. It's not meant to be a long journey. It's not meant to be the most intricate thing. It's pop. It pops. It snaps. It's done. But it was a good time while it was popping. And this is a track from Talk Talk that pops. It stops. Then it pops some more. It stops again. Pops just a little bit more. This is to me like what a pop artist in this regard should attain or try to attain. This is what you should work towards. It's really hard to make a pop song, a song that's typically under 3 minutes or under 4 minutes. This is a 5-minute song. To make it catchy, to make it melodically pleasing, to make it satisfying but not overstaying its welcome, and to appeal to a mass of audiences. This was great. And this, to me, not only defines pop, but of course the actual genre of art pop, making it deeper, giving it those intricacies that make it so much more interesting, giving it the personality. This, I don't even know what else to say on this one. The synths from Tim, just glossing over the soundscape of the music. I really love the intro as well. It's a mellow way to kind of come out of the fog and into the light of the music. I love the way the drums build up as well. It gives you that kind of anticipation that you get from a lot of music, a lot of pop music, sure, but it builds the tension well. I just really like what Tim's doing there. Hollis himself is his mournful wail, his painful poetry personally speaks to me a lot, and it works whether he's singing in a synthy poppy tune like this or whether he's wallowing away in Chameleon Day. You know, he just has one of those emotional voices that I think really nicely works in both of those capacities. And if you don't mind me, if you don't mind me making the comparison, I'd also say, just like David Sylvian, you can go back to his early works that I've heard of Japan, or go way into the future, listen to like Blemish and Nanophone. I mean, you know, but it works in these different capacities. They have the mind, the artistry to do that. These and the bass. I have to talk about the bass because bass is what I live for. That's Paul Webb. I mean, well, let me pull this back. Let me pull it back. It sounds like here, I don't know exactly, but he's just very rapidly playing, but very lightly, so as not to give it the heavy thump that you do hear throughout the verses of the music, but to still give it that rapid speed, that eccentricity, and that electricity that just maintains that energy and the movements. I love that rising on it. And this build up, this synth line right here, this like a vocal synth line, it has that kind of spacey voice. The stop, melodramatic, and then with a little synth rise, a little snap, you bump right into it. And the bends are part of what makes this catchy and interesting. This is how you bring the two together. This is how you bring it all together. This is good. All right, if the rest of the album is like this or maintains a similar quality, I'm just saying, you know? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Let's talk about the lyrics, though, which, to be honest, I wasn't listening because I was kind of jamming out to that one. Such a shame to believe in escape, a life on every face, and that's a change. Till I'm finally left with an 8. Tell me to relax, I just stare. Maybe I don't know if I should change. A feeling that we share. It's a shame. Such a shame, number me with rage. It's a shame, number me in haste. This eagerness to change, it's a shame. So perhaps a person is trying to force a change upon the character, thinking that that will provide them some sort of escape. Tell me to relax, I just stare. Maybe I don't know if I should change. Right? There's an uncomfortability with change, or the possibility of making some sort of change in yourself. A feeling we share, it's a shame. The dice decide my fate, and that's a shame. In these trembling hands, my faith tells me to react. I don't care. Maybe it's unkind that I should change. A feeling that we share. And then he repeats some of the lines here. Tell me to relax, I just stare. Maybe I don't know if I should change. A feeling that we share, it's a shame. I'm not sure. Besides that, when he says number me in haste, this eagerness to change, I feel like he's talking about, like I kind of said, someone trying to force some sort of change upon him that maybe he feels not ready for, uncomfortable with, and he's kind of saying it's a shame that perhaps you're trying to change me, and maybe it's a shame that I don't want to change, or I'm feeling this resistance to it. Something like that. Let's see if there's any actual thoughts behind the writing, if there's a specific inspiration for Hollis on this one. Such a Shame was inspired by Luke Reinhardt's The Dice Men, or Man, one of composer Mark Hollis's favorite books. The Dice Man is a 1971 novel by George Cockcroft. Tells the story of a psychiatrist who makes daily decisions based on the casting of a die. Okay. That kind of makes a little more sense. So literally when he said 8 in the lyrics, let me find that really quick. Where did he say it? He said, such a shame to believe in escape, a life on every face, and that's a change till I'm finally left with an 8. There's no 8 on a die. Hold on. unless it's like one of those D&D dices. Cockcroft describes the origin of the title idea variously in interviews, once recalling a college quirk where he and his friends used to decide what they were going to do that night based on a dice roll. That's kind of interesting then. It says that it has content that includes the protagonist's decisions to engage in rape and murder and is described as having been banned in several countries. Okay, so at first I thought it was like a kind of fun, maybe book, but it goes to some places apparently. All right, so kind of looking at the lyrics with that, that kind of makes sense when he says, number me with rage, like the numbers represent him when he rolls the dice. It's a shame. Number me in haste, this eagerness to change. Okay. My faith tells me to react. I don't care. Maybe it's unkind. I should change. Like he's having second thoughts about what the dice is, in a sense, telling him to do. That... I don't even know what else to say. That's pop. That's good. That's good art pop. That's beyond. Let me know what you guys thought of the track. Of course, you can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me in a bunch of places that are listed here in front of me and on the screen. You can also, I guess, follow me in those places. I don't know what I was thinking. I was already done with my spiel. But thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the music alongside me. Hope you come back tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Bye.